Hello everyone! And today, we're back for another Loomian Legacy Showcase video. And in this video, we're going to be showcasing the brand new Soulburst Dragodine. I am running a Smart Nimble set with Draco Beam, Egg Storm, Jetstream, and Peace of Mind. I have the Staunch ability so I can't get baffled out. But in its Soulburst form, it actually has an ability where if I get a KO, my stats will raise, which is really huge. My range attack will raise. So, making Soulburst Dragodine an actually really good revenge killer. So, I got 88 in the energy, 12 in the health, 200 in the range attack, and 200 in the speed. Because that Soulburst Dragodine has 95 speed. That's why I'm running a nimble offensive version. The team I have around it, I got Ear Snack to baffle something with this so I can get Dragodine on the field easier. I also have Eliguana for that reason. I got Himber, I got Vocaloa, I got Loomian, I got Crabtana. You know, basic Joshua Star team staples here with Loomian and Crabtana. So yeah, let's see how Soulburst Dragodine does in battle. Alright, we're into battle number 1 with Soulburst Dragodine. And something that I've learned is that the Drago Burst is not competitive viable. So I have to do casual battles in order to showcase it. In this battle, it looks interesting. Because it depends on what this Dakota is. I outspeed pretty much everything else. But besides Chianta and maybe Dakota. So there's a chance here. I'm definitely going to bring you. He's going to definitely bring some sort of hazard. So I gotta bring you in Mudslide ASAP. Yeah, I'll just lead with you, actually. I'll lead with it. It could be slapped down, but I'll live the hit. I'll be fine. This one and this one. I'm losing a lot of my fast attackers, though. Oh, you could be really good for Lashant. Oh, Lashant won't bother us. We're fine. Lashant will destroy us. We'll be fine. Alright. I'm kind of scared of Ganderfell, because the only way I can go to hazards is Mudslide on the Eliguana, and that's it. I don't have Gust on this Dragodine, although you could run it. You could run Gust on it. So, you can actually make it get rid of hazards if you really want to. But, I'm running the 3 moves and Peace of Mind set, because I feel like Soulburst form benefits from offensive versions the most. So, yeah. Let off with Violana. Little concerning, but I'm just gonna zip-zap out. Let's not think about it too much. He's probably gonna Peace of Mind. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna attack. He's gonna go for Peace of Mind, I assume, and try to get the Violana win. I do have Himber, though, so I can go into that. Place Icicle Traps, actually. I could also go into Dragodine, but that's kind of risky. I would rather just go Himber and put pressure. I'll go Himber. I'll place Icicle Traps. Put a little pressure on his team to force the Hoganosh. He's going to Peace of Mind, because that's what he's going to do. We all knew that was coming. Yeah, and that's why I didn't want to go on the other guy. We're just going to Icicle Traps. I don't care if he... I actually don't care. I just want to threaten Violana out and potentially put pressure on the rest of his team. He's probably going to predict the Icicle Traps. But I can live one hit, then Ice Hammer, and then I have traps for the rest of the game until Hoganosh comes in. So, I think this is fine. It kind of forces Hoganosh. It will force his Hoganosh if... I don't think he'll switch this turn. I think we'll switch next turn, because he has a setup. Yeah, and he outspeeds me too. And that did a lot of damage as well. Brutal. Kind of a brutal turn, but... We'll Ice Hammer now. Now we'll Ice Hammer. He won't KO me unless he crits me. Which he probably will, let's be honest. He did not. He would have KO'd me with a crit, though. Jeez, he would have. But, the Violana didn't die. Well, that's just great. The Violana didn't die. Alright. I wanted to Quick Punch there, but he could have rejuvenated. Alright. Himber's dead. That sucks. Dragodine, you're in. And we're not even going to think about it. We're just going to go for the immediate Soul Burst. And we're going to go for the immediate KO at Jetstream. We're not even going to think about it too much. We're going to try to put some pressure on his team. He can't go Drake. He can't really go anything. He could go Murray, but I have Draco Beam. So he doesn't really want to. Yeah, he doesn't really want to go Murray. Oh, that's a bad move. It's going to be a 2-shot on the Hoganosh. Unless, you know, this lives 2 Jetstreams, which I heavily doubt it does. I heavily doubt it. I think he just wanted to do that to get rid of traps. I want to predict them going something else so badly. I want to predict them going something else so badly. By the way, here's the Soulburst form. I'll show you the stats in a bit. But yeah, there's the Soulburst Dragodine. It looks awesome. I love the design. This is a 2-shot, I believe. Oh yeah, that's an easy 2-shot. And that's a Speedfall, which... yeah, it doesn't really matter that much. He's gonna let it go. I'm just gonna Jet Stream. This sucks. I wish I did a little more so I could use, like, another move on a potential Moray. He did Soulburst. I outspeed this, though, right? Watch it somehow live. Watch, it's gonna live somehow. Watch this somehow live. Please, it can't, right? It can't live. Oh no, the Icicle Traps is gonna make it live. But no, the Icicle Traps are already up. He can't gorge that. Am I right? No, yeah, he can't gorge that. So that is a KO from Soulburst Loomian, KO Soulburst Loomian. And I get a ranged attack increase, because that's the ability of Soulburst Dragodine. And that's what makes Soulburst Dragodine a nightmare in the raids, because every KO it gets on a Loomian, it gets an attack increase, which is very dangerous. Let's see who he goes into next. We got the Soulburst dude on the field. If it's a Loomian I could set up on, I'll set up. I don't think he really even has a swap. I mean, Morafe is his best swap, and even then, Morafe doesn't 2-shot this. And if he does go Morafe, I can just use the Soul move. This is really good. Oh, Shyenta. Oh, Shyenta. Oh, yeah, you exist. What's my melee defense again? I think I can live 1 Radiant, right? I can live 1 Radiant. I can live 1, right? Oh, no, I can't live that, though. I lived! Alright. He has a clutch plushie, though. Or he's not, and I get a KO. That works. Well, that works. That's already 2 KOs, but now it's in Morafe range. I think. It's going to be in Morafe priority range. I want to predict it so... actually, can it even copy a soul move? I'm curious. Can it even copy a soul move? Because if it can't, I might as well just egg Onslaught. Right? I don't know. Can it copy soul moves? I don't think so. I'm going to use the soul move. Can it? It can. You saw what I was trying to think. Well, we now know that Impersonate copies soul moves, so that's good to know. We'll go you. We'll go Thaumin. And we'll go for the Zip Zap to pivot out. Because we don't have Himber. We might have just lost this battle because we lost the other guy. I think we're going to be okay, though. I'm going to just switch. Is he going to Impersonate predicting the switch, though? I don't think he has anything I can swap into a Zip Zap, is the thing. So yeah, there's the Zip Zap. Lots of damage. I'll go for El Iguana. Oh, he's going to go for Dark Surge. I think. Phantom Slash. Okay. So Phantom Slash, we Mudslide twice. Oh, we could Flash and Flay it because of the other thing. Oh, it got rid of those. Didn't really think about that. Yeah, I didn't really think about that. Yeah, Impersonate Morafe can cause some problems. Oh, and it's Terra Pearl. I see. I see how it is. Flash and Flee this time. It will predict it, though, this time. It's fine, though. It's in range for anything. It's in range for a Shadow Sprint. So we should be okay. I hope. Yeah, Impersonate Flash and Flay. I soak that. And now you're dead to the Flash and Flay because my Flash and Flay is boosted. So there we go. That's good. We got that. Now we're going to go into the Thaumin, so you can't immediately go... so you can't immediately go into Violana and win. You're forced to go Dakuda. Which, since you went Dakuda, I'd go Your Snack. There's no reason why I don't go Your Snack. I forced Dakuda on the field. He already Soul Bursted, so I assume this is like Boots. I don't know what item this could be, actually. What item could this be? Torrential Slash does a decent chunk, but not that much. Gonna go for the immediate slapdown and not think about it too much. Gamma Pulse, he is a mixed Akuda. Alright, he's a mix. Got the slapdown off, which does some damage. No item. Of course he's no item on the Akuda. Of course he's no item. He's gotta be no item on the Akuda. He's gotta be. He just gotta be. Even better, he predicted the switch. But I'm lowering its attack. I'm not taking any risk. I'm not losing this battle. I hope not, at least. We'll go El Iguana. Kind of sack it, I think. I'm kind of screwed, actually. If he gets a crit on one of those attacks, I'm screwed. If he gets a crit on one of those attacks, I'm screwed. I actually am kind of screwed here. I mean, I gotta go Thalman and I gotta Deep Freeze, right? That's kind of the only play, and he's gonna crit me, isn't he? He's gonna be nimble. Oh no, that's a KO. Alright. Well, we win with Violana. Okay, no, not Violana. We win with Thalman, because his Violana's too low. Yeah, Soulburst Dragodine did very good in the first battle. Got 2 KOs, and then we got to learn that Impersonate works with soul moves, which I actually did not know that. I assume it would, but sometimes there's got to be people that can test that. So yeah, GG's. Let's head into battle number 2. Alright, battle number 2 with Soulburst Dragodine, and this is a team you don't see every day. This is definitely one of the anti-meta teams. Gotta watch out for you because you outspeed, but everything else looks pretty good if I can get rid of this guy. That guy's gonna be kind of tough if I don't get any setups, but everything else does not look too bad. Our Pygo's gonna ultimately depend on the situation. I'll bring you for that. Plus, you're great for the Your Snack as well. I want to bring something for at least... I don't want to get completely screwed by Muriel, so yeah, I'll bring that. I'll also bring you, because you outspeed a lot of the threats, I think other than this guy. And I'll bring you to outspeed that guy. Although I have no pivot is the problem. I have no pivot. Do I bring Your Snack? Actually, yes, Your Snack's a great bring, because I have this guy I gotta worry about. Or make me weaker to this, but you're not going to do that much when they have an opposing Your Snack. So, I think I just lead Your Snack. Yeah, I just lead Your Snack. I'm going to lead Your Snack on potentially his as well. No, it's a Surebot lead. Okay, a Surebot lead. Surebot does not want to take a rough up in the face, so... yeah, just rough up. So, what is the Surebot going to do here? I actually don't know, actually. I legit don't know what the Surebot's going to do, actually. He might just stay in his clutch plushie. I don't know. He's not. Okay, good to know. He's not. Went into Muriel, which I guess that makes sense. Muriel has one of many. But I want to slap down his item so he doesn't... okay, so he is going to get a little bit of recovery, but at least I get rid of one form. I get rid of his health at least. So if I could force the Muriel out, he won't have any form. So he's a defensive Muriel. Probably with Tamp, too, I assume. So he's probably the Tamp variant. Good to go Himber here. Before he utterly destroys me, I'm going to go Himber and try to two-shot him. Yeah, he's trying to go for the auto win. Can he beat Himber? I don't know, actually. I actually don't know. Can he beat Himber? Can he stall out Himber? Oh my god, he might be able to, unless I crit him. Oh no! See, Body Crash? Does Muriel learn Body Crash? Am I gonna lose to Muriel? Yeah, this sucks. This really sucks. I need a critical hit ASAP. I'm not gonna get the crit, though. Stop! I don't have Driving's Force! I knew I should have had Driving's Force. Yeah, that one Tamp completely screwed it. I should have just went into this immediately. Just crit it, please. Like, it's a crit me, not strategy. So, if I can get one crit, I'm fine. But it's not gonna happen. And that does way too much damage. He's gonna be out of energy soon. I will be too, though. Oh, this is brutal. I need a crit. I'm not gonna get it, though. No crits. Oh my god, it sucks! Although he can't rest, which that's good. He can't rest. Actually, no. I will go this. I'll go this. Because I think Vocaloa hits a little harder. Yeah, he's out of energy. Yeah, but he gets health back is the problem. And he definitely OHKOs me. I got a Blaze Chomp and Hope. Hope and Pray. That did nothing, by the way. It did flinch, never mind. Never mind, I got the flinch. Alright. If you're using Crit Me Not strategies, the RNG sometimes flips. Shadow Lurk will KO me, though. Nope, never mind, it didn't. He has to switch. He is forced to switch. But not before doing all that damage to me. Never mind. Muriel's out of the picture. I'm definitely going to try that Muriel set. It's definitely a very interesting set. I was already weak. That flinch man, hey, if you're using Crit Me Not strategies and tamping, you should expect one. It's a Crit Me Not strategy. What do you expect? I'll go your snack and I'll baffle out. Either baffle... I don't know yet. Let's see. What do you do? You go... I assume... no, he's going to magnify, right? No, he just tsunami'd. Well, I'm going to slap down and get rid of an item. So, yeah, let's get rid of an item. Get rid of an item. I assume his Surebot is the Clutch Plushie. By the way he played it, I assume his Surebot is the Clutch Plushie. Switches out, goes into Sumo, which Sumo doesn't do anything. I just slap an item off of it for free. And I get Soulburst. He's a defensive Sumo, good to know. I'm going to baffle out, because that's the play here. I'm going to baffle out, because if he switches, I can get the switch. And I have a good matchup with Dragodine. Yeah, he has to switch into Arpygo? Crackalola! Crackalola comes on in. I get the baffle off. So he's weakened. Now the question. Do I set up with Drago and try to go for the immediate win? He has a Sumo, though, is the problem. And he can... I don't know, actually. He's at -1 now. He's at -1 now. Yeah, he's at -1. I'm gonna try it. I am going to try it. We're gonna go for the peace of mind. Yeah, he goes for it. He's gonna crit me. He's gonna crit me knowing him, and then the Dragodine will not be used. But, hey, I want to try it. I want to try it. I really want to try it. I desperately want to try the Soulburst Dragodine play here. Because he's at -1. I'm at +1. Is this a 2-hit KO? It might be under the heat. I don't know. It might be under the heat. I'm going to Soulburst after this, though. Just don't crit me on this turn. It didn't. That might be enough to KO me next turn. I'm not going to think about it. Soulburst, Jetstream. He has to switch into Arpygo, which I went Jetstream. That's not great, actually. But I forced the other dude out. Can I one-shot a Arpygo with a Jetstream? I don't know, actually. I actually don't know here. Let's see. So there is the Temperin Dragodine, which looks insane still. I still love its design. Boom! It didn't get that. Never mind, I get... No, never mind, I get the KO. X-Storm. Alright. X-Storm, just in case he switches. Give me the +2 boost. Sumo Beetle will not do enough. That will give me the +1. I assume his Surebot comes in here. It's going to be the Surebot, I know. I know it's going to be the Surebot. It's Clutch Plushie. It's freaking Clutch Plushie, and I know it. I know you're Clutch Plushie Surebot. But do I care? I don't. I egg Onslaught. I egg Onslaught here. Yeah, get out of here. You are not Clutch Plushie. Good. You're not Clutch Plushie. So I get up the +3. I think Soulburst Dragodine wins this game. Yeah, so yeah, he can't win anymore. He can't win anymore. Because, yeah, we just Jetstream, which that is a OHKO. I believe. Goes for the counter stance, will not do enough damage. Even after 2 hits. The Jetstream will OHKO the Sumo Beetle. And then we have one more Loomian left, which is the Soulburst Dragodine, which I have everything for. And yeah, this Loomian is very dangerous. Soulburst Dragodine is extremely dangerous, especially against certain teams. And this is a great battle for it. Alright, let's see what you do next. I'll go for the Jetstream at +4. Should 100% be enough for the OHKO. And yeah, that's it. That is the battle. Let's head into battle number 3 with Soulburst Dragodine, because it did amazing in this battle. Alright, we're finally in battle number 3. This took like 20 minutes, but we are finally in battle number 3. Not the best looking battle for Soulburst Dragodine, because there's that, and also this guy can... Oh no, I have Staunch in its original form, but yeah, there's a lot of Loomians that outspeed me, although I outspeed this, and I can outspeed this and hit it. Another Sherbot. That's the second Sherbot I've seen today. We're definitely going to bring your snack for the Sherbot. I kind of don't know what the Sherbot's going to use, honestly. It could be anything. As for anything else? Bring you so the Ikazune doesn't flat out sweep me. I'll Timber it for... Bring you to outspeed some of these other threats. I'll bring you... I want to bring Volcaloa. But no, I can't hit you anymore because you lost Earthquake. So I can't even hit most of these Loomians. If this was the Earthquake variant, I'd be able to hit a lot of the Loomians, but I can't. We'll lead with the Earth Snack and try to get a Baffle off on something. He's going to lead with Eruptodon. That is kind of rough, actually. To be fair, that actually might not be the worst thing in the world, because if he doesn't go for an Accelerate, I can Baffle out. I assume he's going to Magnify. No! Does he? So would he Accelerate turn 1? I hope not. Oh yeah, if he accelerates, I'm screwed. Let's see, will he accelerate? I'm baffling either way. I'm baffling either way to put him at -1. But yeah, this Soulburst Eruptodon, if it's the Accelerate Magnify version, I'm screwed. Okay, just went for an immediate Hellstorm. I baffled out immediately. And we're just gonna go for the OHKO with Dragodine. Yeah. Okay. Okay, no. He's at -1, so I have an idea. Let's Peace of Mind. I'm gonna Soulburst and Peace of Mind. I don't think I have enough to OHKO Erupt. Plus, his Hellstorm is gone. And he's at -1, so I'm actually gonna go for the setup here. Thing is, he still has a Lashen in the back and other stuff that can outspeed me, so that is definitely something that I should be a little bit concerned about, but I think I'm going to be okay, because he's at -1. I'm now going to outspeed with a Palm, and let's see what you do. He knows that he lived a hit, that's why I did that. Fire Breath. Unless it crits, I live. Which it did not crit. Now, he's forced to switch. I forced out the Eruptodon. Alright, goodbye, Eruptodon. You are dead. I'm at +2, but he's going to go into something faster, I assume. He's going to go into something faster so he can get the OHKO. Because Dragodine does not increase its speed other than Gust. And there it is. There's the Protogon. So, I'm going to have to switch. That's fine, though. The Eruptodon is dead. I can just switch out. I can go immediately into my Eliguana and not think about it too much. And I'm going to go for the... I don't know, actually. Zip Zap. Oh, it gets Pivot off, because I'm not that Eliguana version. I'm not that Eliguana. I'm the other one. Does he have Lashent? He has Windolin, though. I'll go for Flash and Flay, because if he doesn't go for the Mega Chomp, I live. I might still live regardless. Yeah. And I won't get flinched, so that's going to be a Flash and Flea. Does a ton of damage. I'll go for the Crabtana play, because you actually outspeed the Windolin. I want to make sure I actually outspeed this Windolin, so I can actually KO the thing. Oh, it could be Boots, but they don't usually run Boots, I don't think. I don't think they usually run Boots. I think they usually just run Shadow Spread instead. So yeah, I'll do that. He still has that Protagon. That Protagon is legit a little concerning. That Protagon's going to be a rough out in this battle. I'm going to have to be very careful, especially if he has Ikazune as well. If he has Ikazune as well, that is not great. He knew to go Protagon here because of the other thing. That's rough. He knew I was going to Razor Slash, and now that he kept his other guy alive, that's actually not great for me. We're not in the best position here, actually. I screwed up big time. I want to make predicts, but I kind of can't. I have to sack Eliguana. I have to sack Eliguana here. Then I gotta threaten Protagon out and make a read. And then if I make the wrong read, I'm screwed. So he has Thunder Strike and Zip Zap. Okay, so he has them both. I want to predict Wendelin so bad, but I know this will be the time he stays in. He stayed. I knew it! I knew he was gonna stay in! I knew it! I knew he had Wendelin, but I knew he was gonna stay in. Woo! Okay. I knew it. That's why I didn't want to play smart. If I play Unga Bunga Dumb, the Protagon dies. That's how it works. And I'm going to have to switch again because this Wendelin is actually kind of rough for my team. So Himber comes in. He's going to go for the fadeaway for pivot into... I don't know what he'll go into, actually. He could go Oxydrake. He could go Ikazune. Yeah, he could still have Ikazune. Oh, we could still have Ika. He does have... Oh, no, that is Oxydrake. That is the Oxydrake, actually. I'm going to Icicle Trap it up here. Because I don't think a Vice Jaws is enough to KO me, but he could bulk up. I want to get this up so I can get some... Yeah, he goes for the Vice Jaws, which does a little bit. Get that off. I can go for a Earthquake to do some big boy damage. This is good, actually. I get an Earthquake off. I can get Oxydrake kind of hurt. Yeah, the Oxydrake is now injured. He goes for another Vice Jaws. Isn't not enough to KO me, actually. I want to go into the other guy, but I kind of can't. Yeah, I'll just KO the Oxydrake. Just gotta KO the Oxydrake. I can save Himber at no health. I still have your snack to pivot. I have options here. So he's gonna go into Wendelin again. Which, yeah, there it is. There's Wendelin. And yeah, I still want to save Craptana. Yeah, I still gotta save Craptana. Fade away. What is his last Loomian? What is your last Loomian? If your last one's Ika, I can't use Drago. Sherbot is his last one. Okay, this is actually interesting. His Drago... I'm going to go Drago here, actually. I'm going to go Drago. The reason why I'm doing this is to actually use my Egg Onslaught. I'm not going to Oko Sherbot, but I can do a lot of damage. And I want to actually just use this again. Yeah, that won't Oko, but it'll do a lot of damage. Chucklebar has been used. He's in range for a... The good thing is he's in range, so that's good. He's in range. He's in range for a Shadow Sprint, I hope. Yeah, he's in range for a Shadow Sprint, so I'm just going to go for the X-Storm here. Deep Freeze will KO me. Goodbye, Drago. And I'm going to go for the Shadow Sprint, and that should be the game, I hope. I hope that's the game. I have Tank, so I can live a hit anyway. And I'm going to go for the Shadow Sprint twice. He might actually live one sprint. Nope, he didn't live a sprint. Yeah, Sherbot's very frail. Sherbot's very frail. Does he actually have even sprint on his window? Either way, he's in range anyway. So, yeah, I live this. Yeah, your stack's insane. It has some insane bulk. And yeah, it didn't even attack anyway. So yeah, that is a... GG's. And that was actually a very good showcase for Soulburst Dragodine. You use it late game, you Soul Burst, you get a setup off, you're fast, you hit hard. Very good with a pivot Loomian. Very good with a pivot Loomian. Now, how does this compare to other Soul Bursts? I don't know. Mainly because Nemesis exists. I don't know how this compares with Nemesis. I think Nemesis might actually still be the better Loomian because it has Pepper Burst, and it also doesn't waste a Soulburst spot. So I actually think Nemesis might be a little better. I don't know. I gotta try Soulburst Dragodine a little bit more. But honestly, very, very good Loomian. Very, very good Soulburst Loomian at that. Hope you guys enjoyed this video of me showcasing Soulburst Drago, and I'll see y'all all later. Bye-bye!